Have you noticed the world around us changing in ways that are both startling and unsettling? A chilling biblical prophecy is unfolding before our very eyes, and it's crucial that we pay attention now more than ever. Hello friends, and welcome to All Things Christ, where we explore faith, hope, and the unfailing love of God. I'm so glad you are here right now. Thanks for tuning in. If you find our content uplifting and inspiring, please help us grow by liking, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. Today we focus on a powerful and sobering passage from 2 Timothy chapter 3. In these verses, the Apostle Paul warns of perilous times in the last days, describing a society that sounds eerily familiar to what we are witnessing today. Let's examine this prophecy and understand its relevance to our lives. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verses 1 through 5 states, "But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. Have nothing to do with such people." These verses serve as a stark warning for us today. They describe a world consumed by selfishness, greed, and moral decay. The behaviors listed, boastfulness, pride, disobedience, and more, are all signs of a society that has turned away from God. Paul's warning is clear. These are the characteristics of the last days, and they serve as a call for us to remain vigilant and steadfast in our faith. Paul's prophecy is not just a description of a distant future, but a reflection of the current state of our world. It's a warning that we must take seriously. The perilous times he speaks of are marked by a rejection of godliness and an embrace of self-centeredness. This prophecy is a call to action for believers to recognize these signs and to distance themselves from such behaviors. It's a reminder that our faith must remain strong and that we must be lights in an increasingly dark world. Let's explore Paul's prophecy further and compare it to our modern-day world. First, Paul speaks of people being lovers of themselves. Today, we see a culture of narcissism, fueled by social media where self-promotion and vanity are often celebrated. In Matthew chapter 24, verse 12, Jesus says, "Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold." This aligns with the self-centeredness Paul describes. Second, Paul mentions lovers of money. The relentless pursuit of wealth and materialism is evident today, often at the expense of spiritual values and integrity. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10 warns us, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil." We must be vigilant against this idolization of wealth. Third, Paul describes people as boastful, proud, and abusive. The rise of divisive rhetoric, online bullying, and a general lack of humility are clear signs of this prophecy coming true. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 18 tells us, "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall." As we reflect on these insights, it becomes evident that Paul's warnings are incredibly relevant to our current world. But what specific signs should we be looking out for that indicate these perilous times are upon us? 1 Moral relativism. Increasingly, society promotes the idea that there is no absolute truth, which leads to moral chaos and confusion. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20 warns, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil." 2 Breakdown of the family unit. Disobedience to parents and a general disrespect for family values are rampant. Malachi chapter 4 verse 6 speaks of the importance of turning the hearts of the parents to their children and the hearts of the children to their parents. 3 Spiritual apathy. Many people claim to be spiritual or religious, but deny the power of godliness by their actions. Revelation chapter 3 verse 16 warns, "So, because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth." These signs are not just warnings, but also calls to action for us to remain steadfast in our faith and not be swayed by the ways of the world. How can we protect ourselves from being swept away by these perilous times? Here are 7 practical steps. 1. Stay rooted in Scripture. Regularly read and meditate on the Bible to understand God's will and strengthen your faith. Scripture provides the foundation and guidance we need to navigate these challenging times. 2. Cultivate godly relationships. Surround yourself with fellow believers who encourage and support your spiritual journey. These relationships can provide accountability and help keep you grounded in your faith. 3. Live out your faith. Demonstrate your commitment to God through acts of love, kindness, and integrity in your daily life. This not only strengthens your faith, but also serves as a witness to others. 4. Engage in regular prayer. Maintain a strong prayer life, seeking God's guidance and wisdom daily. Prayer is our direct line of communication with God, providing strength and clarity. 5. Be disciplined in worship and fellowship. Regularly attend church services and participate in fellowship with other believers. Worship and fellowship help reinforce our faith and connect us with a supportive community. 6. Seek accountability. Have a mentor or a trusted friend in faith who can hold you accountable and offer guidance when you stray. 7. Practice self-reflection. Regularly examine your actions and thoughts to ensure they align with God's teachings. This helps in maintaining a pure heart and a clear conscience before God. Are you feeling overwhelmed by the state of the world and the challenges of staying true to your faith? Remember, the battle is not ours alone. God's power is made perfect in our weakness. As 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Embrace this truth and find peace in knowing that God is our strength and refuge in these perilous times. Now is not the time for complacency. We are living in critical times, and God is calling each of us to stand firm and be courageous. This is our moment to shine His light into the darkness. Let the urgency of these times awaken a boldness within you. Rise up with conviction, knowing that God equips the called. He is with you, empowering you to overcome every challenge. Be steadfast, be unmovable, and let your faith be a testament to those around you. You are part of God's divine plan, chosen for such a time as this. Embrace your calling with courage and let your life reflect the glory of God's kingdom. If you agree, type in the comments, "It's time." How have you seen these prophecies manifest in the world around you? What steps are you taking to stay strong in your faith during these perilous times? Share your experiences in the comments below. And since you are a chosen one, type in the comments, "It's time, fight." If this message resonated with you, please like and subscribe. Share this video with others who need to hear this important prophecy and be reminded of God's truth. Remember, despite the darkness, God's light prevails. Stay rooted in His word, cultivate godly relationships, and live out your faith boldly. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed and see you in the next video. God bless.